Morning world, and welcome to the last day of January. It's Wednesday the 31st. Yeah, you can keep that bit. That's the Wotton Town Council boys in, just dropping off a bit of green waste for the local council. Right, you're all right. You're all right. Came down early this morning and one of the girls was making, oh, I think I might have a calf today, noises. But she's not there now. So maybe the calf was just moving inside or having a kick about and she was complaining. It's gonna happen though. Any time now, because we're TB testing next week. It's going to happen. The law of sod says it. Right, so this morning I have got 2 bags of logs to deliver, a bit of mulch to deliver to my dad. He wants some for his roses, and then providing they've got one, we're off back down to Mole Valley Farmers to pick up another 14-foot gate, where we're going to weld some hinges onto the pillar behind me over there, because I'm trying to work out how I'm going to move these animals about during TB testing, and I've decided I need to make another gate, so a bit of welding later on. And then also, if we've got time, we're going to put up those 2 lick brackets. I've got the brackets, I've got the threaded bar, can't find any bloody nuts, so that's the reason I haven't put it up. I want some nylon nuts, so I've got every size apart from the ones I want. So anyway, logs first. Did you get your shoes dirty? I'll be all right. Yeah, I got that. It's just one of the little things we do to help out the local parish. The council's got nowhere really to tip their waste, apart from the cemetery. And the problem with tipping it at the cemetery is sooner or later it has to all be picked up. And I just said, no, why don't you just bring it down here and we'll take it. So they don't bring a lot, and it helps them out. And it's just our bit. It's just our bit. Right, looks like we'll be getting the bags from that side then. Customer wants 2. So we've got no choice, we've got to tip them out. So I reckon, well, it won't be that one because it's on top, so these up here. So we just started doing this side. This was the ones we put in the latter half of last year, and these are coming on the moisture meter around 17.5% moisture. Those guys over there are 15, 16. So they are a fraction drier. I mean, this is plenty dry enough. They are a fraction drier, but I really can't be asked to move the truck and the tractor. So it's going to be these. Oh, I got the strap. Still got the strap. I got hold of the loop from the bag underneath. That's it. Is that enough? Oh, I still got it. Still got the end of it. I wonder if that'll flip out of there. No. Oh, bottoms. Right, I have to come in the other side of it. And I've still got it. Bloody. Ah, there you go. That's teetering on there. I wouldn't want to be underneath that. Let's get that on the floor quick and readjust it before it falls off there. Better. So 2 bags, then back home, and a bucket full of well-rotted mulch, he said. This is my brother, he rang me up this morning and said, oh, can I have a bucket full of well-rotted mulch? Apparently Dad's neighbour is going to do his roses for him, and Michael has very kindly said, well, as you're going to do Dad's roses for him, I'll get enough mulch off my brother, you can do your own as well. So yeah. Right, no, you got to come off there. Off. Now you can drop down. Right, I've got to get that loop. Just on the end. Get it halfway up and flick. It's all in the flick at the end. The first bag is easy. The second one, not so much, because I can't get it so deep down in the machine into the truck bed. So the second one is always harder. I usually end up having to pick some of it up off the floor. Let's just level that out a little bit, shall we? Down. There you go. One more. We made a bit of a hole in our logs, but we've still got almost 50% of what's in here, so we've got enough to keep us going for a bit longer yet. This is going to be the tell. Can I get this bag tipped out? And where is the tipping loop? I didn't notice it. Did you notice it? So tipping loop is on the side. Ready? So I've got to take you up quite high and then chuck you out. Hopefully without breaking the pallet. Oh well. Actually, I might see if I can grab that from the side. Because then I can pull the bag up over the side of the truck. If I can get hold of it. Can I? Get on there. There, thank you. You can go on there as well. Thank you. I think I dropped one. I did. Oh, you're not going to be easy to pick up, are you? You know it's going to fall off because I'm trying to be clever, don't you? Nope. Go on, in you go. Good chap. Just like that. While we're here, we may as well take them rain with us, haven't we? Before I do that, I'll put that slat back on. Brilliant. I think the Zago's going to have to come out to play soon. There's at least one, maybe two loads in there now. So it's not worth getting out for just one load. Two, yeah, all right. Here, that's ready for the guys to fill up again. Mind you, we don't have a lot in stock now. That's all we've got left to cut up in a minute. So, about 3 bags worth. We're keeping up with it, which is good, because last year we had periods where we weren't keeping up with it, and then they were having to spend a week, 10 days on logging, which they don't like that. They don't mind spending an afternoon or a morning or finishing a day on logging, but full days in a row, not so keen. Okay, so pallet forks can come off. We'll go and have a look in the barn again, just check, make sure there's nothing calving, and then we'll go and deliver some firewood. I won't take the key out because we'll be back in half an hour. So you're still a bit loose. Looking at that, yeah, I'm talking about you. Looking at that, it's still all right. It could take a week, 10 days, and it hasn't been that long. So, they got to get their head underneath it, and yeah, they got to get underneath it. Right, what's going on up in here? See. There's one, I don't know if you can see her, she's got her tail up. Oh, no, she's having a poo, so it's definitely not her. We'll go around and we'll have a look at it from that side. And then we'll change the battery over because that's almost out of battery. I think that's the Rosercopter. Can't tell for sure. Blue and yellow is a rosercopter, but he ain't going very fast. Got his searchlight on. Don't think he really needs it. Or is he just, I don't know, what's he doing? Nothing very fast, that's what he's doing. Right, okay. Have a look in here. So like I said, one of these girls this morning was making noises. And it's noises I recognise from, you know, giving birth noises. But nothing is looking like it's in the throes of anything like that right now. So literally, perhaps it was just a calf. She was led down. Perhaps it's just a calf moving around. I mean, the calves are, we know, thinking about getting into position to come out. And perhaps it was just that. And she was complaining about it, so. We are on alert now, though. It's soon. It's definitely soon. I'm half expecting to come out one morning and find a calf out here, or to come home from going out and find a calf in there. So any time now. And the chances of us seeing some being born, well, they're reasonable because there's quite a few to have calves. It's not like when in the early years when it was only 2 or 3 and blink and you miss it. With 20 odd, there's a reasonable chance we're going to catch somebody being born. Whether that's today or not, though. Don't know. Right, just want to put the moisture meter over these logs and then we'll get going. So when you're testing your moisture levels on your logs, you can either go on the side, but never test along the grain. Okay, always test across the grain. So that's gonna be upside down, but go on, read. That is, hang on, I'll turn you upside down so you can see. 16.6. Happy with that. How about a whole unsplit log? So we'll test you across the grain as well. So at 14.3. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. They will burn lovely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you buy firewood, and especially if you're going for a new supplier you don't know, one of these, for what they are, I mean, they're not going to be 100% dead on, spot on accurate, but as long as they're plus or minus like 1%. If you can put these on a load of logs, when your supplier comes to deliver, you just say, well, just before you tip them off, let's just have a log off the back of there, just a random log, and do a test on it. And providing that comes in, I'd like to say, under 19%, that's kind of okay. Anything below 19, even better. If it's come straight out of the kiln, it might be 13 or 14%. And that's fine. For one thing, you will know there's no spiders in it because they've all been cooked for 2 days. Okay, right. Well, it will turn itself off in a minute. Or if I left it set on. This thing you can do moisture test on firewood, which is what it's set on now, or you can change it over and that's like a moisture test on your wall in your house. So it'll do 2 things. And one of these, what, 20 quid? If you're spending £100 or a couple £100 a year on firewood, definitely worth having. Even when it won't turn off when you ask it to. Turn off. It turned itself off. Oh, I took the key out. Oh, got the key. Okay. Right. Faff in now and pack it in. Right, that's one very happy customer. He was genuinely stoked with that lot. You know, you could sort of see on his face, go, oh, look at that, oh, lovely. I said, yeah, given the moisture readings off it, so yeah, he's more than happy with that. So he had a couple of bags of us last year, and that'll be 2 more bags this year. And he's already happy with them, so it'll probably be 2 more bags next year. So, right, home, bucket full of well rotted down mulch from my dad's roses and his neighbours, and then we'll pop down to farm and bring my small ring feeder back. So I was going to do that because I was supposed to be taking some mulch over to Funky Farmer, but they're a bit busy, a bit tied up. So I think we're going to try and do that the weekend instead. So potential visit to Richard Saturday or Sunday, cup of tea and a load of mulch. And then we'll probably also discuss the Highland show, because the tickets are in the room and everything is booked for that. We're actually doing Airbnb this time. So we're going to be staying in Edinburgh, but it looks like he's got it just right, because we're literally a minute's walk from the tram line and the bus station, which will take us anywhere in the city we want to go. So as far as I'm aware, we're only doing the show Saturday, but we could do some of Sunday as well. I think it'd be a case of how well we get on the first day on the Saturday, because I wouldn't mind having a wander around Edinburgh again. It's been a while, and I have offered to load. If you've ever been up on Edinburgh Castle, there's a particularly large old cannon up there that I would fit in it, more like a bloody great mortar than a cannon. So I did offer Harry that I could perhaps load the cannon with him. I won't shove him down there too far, because last time I looked it was full of rubbish, crisp packets and lollipop sticks and stuff like that. So yeah, I got a photograph of me somewhere with my head in the cannon, and actually up to my waist in the cannon. So we'll see. So yeah, looking forward to that trip. But right for now, say home, bucket full of mulch, over to the farm, bring back the ring feeder, drop that off, and then I've got to ring Mole Valley yet and see if they've got a 14-foot gate down there, and if they have, then we'll be off down to pick that up. Happy days. Come on in. Actually, I don't know why I went through that gate, because I've got to open that one anyway, because I've got to bring Land Rover through. Right, we're going to go down and load this bucket full of mulch. I just want to stop in the house and change to wellies, because I've got to go out into what could be a slightly mucky field. I'm just making sure nothing is going on in here. So I heard that noise this morning, and it's got the old ears pricked up, and it's got me on alert. So, rats. I can see Mr. RAT has been going under the tank over there. Hello, mate. So, no, nothing in there is pushing or shoving, and they all seem quite happy in their little group. So I'm happy to leave for an hour or two. Right, you haven't messed about with that hose in there. Let's do this thing. You look very pleased with yourself, because you've been up and marked your territory, haven't you? You've been up and told every other dog that comes down here that this is my place. So you've done your little girly cocky of the leg on the gatepost, and now you're happy. Is that what we're saying? Okay, right, okay. That's quite enough of that. Right, that's my dad's compost loaded. Et voila. He didn't want a lot, just a bucket full. But tip that off and go and pick up ring feeder. Maybe this way a bit. Well, that's most of it anyway. One skid steer bucket full looks a bit more on the floor, doesn't it? Okay, mulch dropped off. Coffee drank with the old man. Yeah, I do drink quite a lot of coffee. And now we've arrived at Tudor Farm to pick up my ring feeder. Yeah, the gate opened by magic. Bit soft out here, so I did think about rolling the ring feeder all the way out. Then I changed my mind. We'll do it this way. I think I'll just chuck that off first. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Right. I'm going to have a quick look at the ground and the brother's sheep over here. Come on, you. It's been round, sniffed everything, peed on everything. In you go. Come on. Good girl. Well, ring feeder's loaded, sheep are looked at, grass is looked at, everything seems reasonably happy out there. While we're over here, we're just going to go and have a quick look at our new grass lays. So they look green from a distance. They've had a bit of a battering. We planted, drilled the seed, and it basically just rained and rained and rained and rained. And I'm pretty sure we lost some of the seed and lost some of the plants, but it is looking better. So we're going to have a quick look and just see how it's faring. Well, you can see where the rain and the amount of water has been washing silt down towards the gate here, and telltale signs of the cat. I wonder if we went away for a few million years and came back, would that be fossilised? Somehow doubt it. That's a bit bigger than cat. That could be terrier. Or looking at those claw prints, Mr. Fox. It is away. It is up and going. We've got a couple of patches here that may just need a scratch over with a rake and chuck a bit of grass seed on here. Again, this is where either it's a bit of a straight line, so maybe the drill missed that bit. It's possible. More likely though, it got drowned. There's a bit of a dip in there, so the seed got drained. There's a couple of bits of green in there. It might recover, but it'll probably do with a bit of help. What on earth is that out there? What on earth is that out there? Looks like someone's emptied a plastic bag full of lager tins. How that got out there, I have no idea. See, the neighbour's got his putrid bonfire going again. He seems to like that about twice a week. And stink. Not very neighbourly, really, is it? So, where the hell did that lot come from? I think I sussed it. I reckon this bag and that bag were tied together and slung over the hedge after somebody parked local with a Chinese, smells of Chinese, hence the little aluminium dish and the foil bag. and a lot of beer. They chucked it out the window, and I reckon the smell of the Chinese attracted Mr. Fox, and Mr. Fox dragged it over here, pulled the bag apart, and that's why it spread out. So, see, suss that out. Probably completely wrong, but it makes sense to me. He certainly had a good night, didn't he? That's a few quid's worth of beer and what's it in there. So, nice to have the money to waste on it, isn't it? That's that bit's nothing to do with the litterbug. That was probably my uncle, great-grandfather, from years ago, that is. Right, well, get rid of that. Bin it, put it where it's supposed to be.